Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather. Or that thing, that magic.
Tale of Super Mario Logan is an interesting one, but what's even more interesting is the strange subculture that surrounds it.
Into how the community is just weird and creepy. That honestly started making my brain go places. Why are there so many weird things in this community?
The SMR, a once popular SML reviewer. He got exposed for asking for nudes from an underage girl, but as it would turn out, he was a pedo himself. It's really an Ouroboros of degeneracy. 15 and 20?
The SML community was always troubled. I've never known a time when this community wasn't divided. There's always critics and then there's the supporters, but quite frankly, there's not a lot of supporters in the community anymore. Everyone hates Logan now for one reason or the other. Some people think that Logan is running out of ideas, which is true, but Logan doesn't really listen to the critic community anymore. He stopped listening to the community a long time ago. And whenever he does listen, it's mainly to make fun of them or to just tear them down in any type of critique that they make. But to be fair, the SML community isn't really the innocent ones in the situation either. But if I'm going to talk about the SML critic community, I'm going to have to talk about one of the biggest creators in the SML critic community space, DabHDude. DabHDude is one of the most well-known critics in the community, and also probably one of the most hated ones in the community entirely. He doesn't really have a great reputation, and he's known for doing a lot of things. He's also known for taking a lot of L's. Like, I'm being completely deadass. I've never seen this nigga win an online argument once. There was that one time when he tried to be transphobic, and then this content creator named Doodle Tones or whatever completely fucking ripped his video apart, and then he privated the video out of shame. Then there was that one time when Logan basically called DabHDude a crying little bitch ass nigga, and then he started freaking out on his fucking video about it.
Yeah. Seriously, you're digging your own grave. Honestly. I am super proud of you. I'll tell you what. The free publicity... Thank you.
Like, nigga, be so dead ass. What free publicity are you getting from a fucking profile picture? You could tell, like, how badly he's trying to fucking cope in these clips. It's hilarious.
You're digging your own grave, Logan. Your own grave.
It's so goddamn hilarious that his entire YouTube career with Logan has been basically completely parasocial. I think he's under the belief that him and Logan are friends or something, cause Dab will constantly step over the line over and over and over again, like him and Zeke leaking the SML movie and gossiping about other SML cast members like they're in fucking middle school. For someone who values privacy a lot, he sure as hell doesn't give a fuck about other people's privacy.
She seems like an overall alright person to be around. Now supposedly she does weed casually.
Yeah, but apparently Elena doesn't really do it that much. Like, it's more like inconsequential.
Then there'd be times when he'd have like goddamn schizo rants about Logan, and I'm talking about full on geeking on the mic. He would be tripping, literally tripping.
That your opinion is above all others! Don't you forget that you can just keep on making Jeffy videos for the rest of eternity! And
2 hours later.
Not to mention that DabHDude has some sort of kink for portraying Logan as some sort of anti-Semitic, greedy Jewish person. What the fuck? He does this on multiple videos too. I guess it's supposed to be some sort of allegory for Logan being greedy, but why would you? What the fuck? As much as Dabbase Dude hates when Logan spends his money on shit like Lamborghinis and always advises Logan to make smart financial decisions, he surely hates Logan when he tries to make smart financial decisions. A while back when Logan actually started making some smart financial decisions by pushing his merch out really hard, Dabbase Dude had a problem with it.
At least the merchandise just feels soulless. Now, supposedly Logan doesn't have much involvement with all of this stuff, and someone else is actually in charge of the merchandise, but just the fact that it's being sold anyways just doesn't seem right. Get away with selling stuff with Mario characters on it. So what did he do? If Logan really wants to sell merch that bad, I'd still say remove the ads and keep things subtle with something like the Jeffy phone case just happening to appear in videos sometimes. But hey, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, man, that's totally gonna get the word out. Why would Logan ever do that? Like, how would that get the word out at all? Logan obviously advertises the merch to get the word out and to get people to buy his stuff. And guess what? It worked. Cause to this day, there's still kids unboxing SML merch on YouTube, putting money straight into Logan's pocket. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a smart financial decision.
Why would you buy this? Now, I've never been a fan of most people's merchandise to begin with, but why would you buy any of this stuff? As I've mentioned before, especially with the stuff you'd get for school, like a backpack, school supplies, etc., that seems to me like a one-way ticket to getting bullied.
I'm pretty sure this stuff is meant for children, not some strange 21-year-old reacting and criticizing SML videos for a living. All around, it's pretty obvious why Logan has some sort of stigma towards Dab. To both of them outright spreading rumors and outright exposing some of his friends for no apparent reason, to his schizophrenic rants in the past, and all around, I wouldn't be cheering and celebrating about me being friends with this guy or associating with him in any way. Dabbase Dude is known for 3 of his video styles. The first one is his dog shit reaction videos. Honestly, Dabbase Dude is the best example of why people hated reaction videos back in 2016 and 2018. His reaction videos are literally the saddest cash grabs I've ever seen in my life. Calling his videos reactions are just straight up disrespectful to people who actually put, you know, effort and are actually funny when they're doing reaction videos. Like, do you guys remember a couple months back when Super Bam was claiming a lot of SML reactions? This nigga Dab got on a video and started to talk about it. And honestly, I see why he gets copyright claimed. I don't see why everybody else gets it, but I know exactly why he gets it. This is exactly how the average Dabbase Dude reaction video would go down. Great. Wow. Sure. Yep, that'll do it. Great. Ha. Rosalina, shut up. I want to give underage cartoon characters back shots. His reactions are so pointless and completely effortless. You're literally not getting anything out of it. No humor, no entertainment. You might as well just go watch fucking paint dry. Like, be for real, what does he actually add to the video? Fucking ad-libs? What is he doing? Now let's compare somebody like Dabbase Dude to Quaymax. It's complete day and night, no Kid Cudi. Quaymax actually puts effort into his reaction videos, he's funny, he interacts with his community better, and he's all around just not a fucking dickhead like Dabbase Dude is. And then there's his live streams. There's literally nothing to say about it. I don't have an opinion on it. It's not bad, I guess it's not good. I'm just not a live stream person. When he talks about SML, he kind of pops off. Kinda like me, I'm not gonna lie, he pops off like me. His editing is pretty good. Then there's his long form videos where he talks about various topics, mostly about SML because that's all people know him for, but I'm not gonna rag on him too hard on this either. He puts in effort in his videos when he wants to, I'm not gonna lie. And mainly cause those videos about him talking about SML are surprisingly one of his best videos. I gotta say, no matter how much I hate on Dab, he's a really good editor, and I gotta respect that. But then there's his ordinary videos when he just talks about random shit. Most of these videos aren't bad per se, I mean compared to his other content specifically. What I don't like is the inconsistent pour out of these videos. And usually I wouldn't have a problem with this. Consistency isn't always key, and it usually takes time to make videos. But the way that Dab tries to exaggerate it is where I get kinda mad.
Oh wait, I'm just not making non-SML content fast enough. Hey, do you know how many scripts or sometimes full videos get scrapped? Or how long it takes to make some of these non-SML videos?
Me and Dab's non-SML content style are pretty similar. And I'm just gonna assume that he goes through the same process that I go through when we're posting videos. You know, scripting, editing, recording, all that nonsense. But the way Dab consistently just goes on and on about how hard it is to pump out these non-SML related videos, it just leaves me like that. Let's be for real quick. I'm gonna assume that some of his non-SML related scripts at most would take 2 days. Scripts usually shouldn't take up over a day unless it's something huge or something. And if you've seen Dab H-Suit's content, you know it's not huge. And then it comes down to editing. And again, editing these non-SML videos are pretty normal. Usually little to no edits whatsoever, TF2 gameplay in the back. If you're lucky, you'll get a goddamn SpongeBob meme or a little footnote that Dad leaves in the editing software. But really, other than that, this shouldn't be taking more than a week, 2 weeks max. So this whole non-SML videos take too long thing is kinda stupid. Like I said, me and Dab's long form content are kinda similar. And back when I was posting 2 videos a week or at least 1 video a week a year ago, I was a sophomore in high school during exams. These videos do not take that long to pump out. No matter how much Dab wants you to believe, the cell phone problem video and goddamn everything else shouldn't take over at least a week. The only reason why I don't post consistently anymore isn't because the content is hard to make, but because I got shit going on in my life. And if Dab would just say that instead of saying, it takes a long time to make these types of videos, I would be completely fine with it, but he doesn't. But I guess he doesn't want to admit that TF2 gameplay while he's talking about why he hates Windows 10 isn't hard. Now let's finish off the Dab H2 topic with just one last section. Dab is also known for something else, his corn addiction and his NSFW accounts. A lot of people have questioned Dab because of these things, and I'm not gonna stand here and make fun of Dab because he has a corn addiction or something like that, because that's pretty fucked up. But I think it's fair game to make fun of his NSFW account where he'd constantly like and retweet corn publicly, all for his underage fan base to see. Sure, this account is private now, but it wasn't always private. It actually used to be public and out there for everybody to see it. God, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know where to start with this one. And I remember this account being public vividly, because back in 2021 when I was 13, I think, I remember being somewhat of a Dab H-Dude fan. Not a huge one, because I already saw the Darkrai rant around the time and that kind of changed my perspective on him. But I still followed him on Twitter, and this man's NSFW account was open for everyone to see it. And unfortunately, I saw it. I'll blame myself completely, because I did see the 18 plus stuff, but I was like, 18 plus? I don't give a fuck. And on top of that, I didn't even know what NSFW even stood for at the time. At some parts, I do blame myself. It did say 18 plus on it. It did say NSFW on it. But on the other part, I fucking blame Dab. Why the fuck do you have an open NSFW account for your underage fan base to see? It's your responsibility as a content creator, especially a content creator with a young fan base, to know to not have shit like this. Why do you even need an NSFW account in the first place? Are you that much of a gooner and a loser that you need a public NSFW account to put your fetishes out on the open for everybody to see it? And hell, even if we're gonna go by what Dabbage Dude was trying to say, and he was using his NSFW account so his fans wouldn't see the porn he was liking, why would you call it a Dabbage Dude NSFW, and why is it public? Man, Dab, you really shook those minors off your tail with that username. Here's a word of advice. Maybe you shouldn't have an NSFW account when you're known for having a fan base full of kids. That's just my word though. I don't know. Nobody needs to know what you're into. Nobody needs to know about your corn addiction. And I don't really give a fuck if it's private now. It was public then. And why in the right mind would you have it public in the first place? I saw it, and who knows how many other minors saw it too. And the fact that he tried to turn it around on Darkrai that one time, this is him trying to shame Darkrai for not being over 18 and looking at Dabbage Dude's open and public NSFW account. Talk about dodging accountability entirely.
I put 18 plus in the username.
Yeah, Dab, that's really gonna keep those minors away. Keeping that shit locked up like Fort Knox out here, huh? I don't really care if Dabbage Dude's account is private now, because it's obvious he doesn't give a fuck about any minor who actually saw the account, and he'd even blame them for looking at it when it's mostly his fault. He hasn't apologized because he doesn't want to be held responsible for it. The reason why I'm digging this up from the past is because he's an asshole. He constantly wants you to believe that he's a changed person and he's better, and we should leave all that stuff in the past when he hasn't apologized or mentioned anything at all. To my knowledge, he hasn't apologized for any of the things that I've mentioned in this video. He didn't apologize for Logan for being an asshole and leaking the SML movie with Zeke and all around just being parasocial and weird. He didn't apologize for outright calling Lavelle a woman beater and exposing other people like Elena for smoking weed apparently. He didn't apologize for the public NSFW account. He didn't, to my knowledge, apologize publicly about the transphobia debacle that openly happened a while ago. But he wants everyone to think that he's a changed man when he hasn't apologized, mentioned, or outright said anything about these situations other than to completely dodge accountability every single place he goes. And even in some instances, he doubles down, like with the Darkrai situation, and talks shit about Darkrai for being a minor and seeing Dabbage Dude's public NSFW account at the time. It's just so goofy, yo. Just so goofy. So that's all the reasons why I don't like Dabbage Dude. He's an asshole, he's a leech, he's a bad reactor, a bad critic, and all around just not a great content creator. He has a history of being all around unsafe for minors to be around because of his public NSFW account. And most importantly, he's a bum! He's been a bum! He's been a bum since '86!
Exposed for asking for nudes from an underage girl. 15? 15? 15 and 20?
Man, I had some good things to say about Ray Rants in my original script, but fuck. If you don't know, Ray Rants was exposed for being a predator. It's a really long scenario taking a lot of time to explain, but damn, I'm telling you, the Dabbage Dude effect is crazy, because you're telling me you're a 24-year-old man reacting and criticizing SML for a living. What fucking timeline am I living in? Is there a gas leak in here? So yeah, back in 2020, Ray Rants was caught talking to a 15-year-old girl on Discord. This nigga was 20 years old back in 2020, by the way. That's some nasty work. There's a whole lot of moving parts on this and a whole lot of people that I don't really care about. I'm only here for, Ray Rants. He's the SML guy. To my knowledge, Ray Rants did try to respond. He tried to respond with a Google Doc, but that nigga deleted it. I guess it was like a 2-pack of ass, and he just fucking bolted it and left. And there's no archives of it to my knowledge. And on top of that, he got exposed by fucking Mr. Enter.
This film takes place less than a year after the September 11th terrorist attacks. I bring this up because it radically altered the culture of the time, in ways that make this movie feel exceptionally ignorant of the time.
Turn on the TV, they hit the Pentagon! They hit the fucking Pentagon!
After this, Ray Rants knew he was cooked. There's no way he could switch this around to make him look like the good guy. So he just deleted his channel. I can just imagine this dickhead in his room in the middle of night staring at his computer screen, fucking hitting the Gendo pose while looking at the delete button. Ray left without a trace and disappeared from the internet entirely. And I'm pretty sure he deleted his Twitter and Instagram accounts too. Say whatever you want about Ray, at least he didn't pull an ASMR. Did I say ASMR? His fucking name is so weird. SMR, and threatened to drive his car into a pole. The SMR was a sort of famous SML critic. He was a part of the big three. I'm gonna call it the big three: Dab H Dude, Ray Rants, and just him. He got caught talking to a little girl, a teenage girl, and he threatened to drive his car into a light pole to do not very good things to himself. Honestly, I find that the funniest way to die. I'm gonna crash my car into a pole because I got caught talking to a minor. But that's basically the Ray Rants situation. To my knowledge, there's no doxing or leaking or anything being done. Mainly because, well, Ray Rants was pretty much an enigma. How the fuck do you say it? He was unknown to the internet. Nobody really knew his face or his real name. So there's not much you can really, leak. So there's not really much to talk about anymore. Other than that, you're a pedophile! You like boy booty, you play with dolls too! A couple of weeks ago, or I'd like to say a month ago, there was this little drama that happened between Darkrai, the Darkrai guy, and Zeke, the Mama Luigi guy. Yeah, those two people. Basically, this video that Darkrai made was calling out almost every shitty thing that Zeke ever did in the past. Remember in the Dab H Dude section of this video when I said Dab H Dude played a part in the SML movie or Jeffy's 18th birthday being leaked and him talking shit about the SML crew? Well, yeah, Zeke had a part in it because at the time Zeke was working on the SML movie with Logan. I don't think I have to say who Zeke is, and if you don't know who Zeke is, just watch Darkray's video and he'll give you the gist of who he is. Basically in this video, Darkrai brought to light how much of an asshole Zeke used to be by leaking the SML movie and talking shit and exposing cast member Elena for, doing weed. Darkrai also talked about Zeke's weird fetishes and the things that he's into. Fictional characters and not so PG situations. Man, why is everyone in this community goddamn weird? Oh wait, never mind. He's friends with Dab H Dude. That makes sense. I don't care what anyone says. It's not a big deal. It's just a fictional character. That nigga is 30! I don't give a fuck. A 30-year-old getting aroused, or fuck it, a 30-year-old with an NSFW account alone is weird. I'm not gonna sit here and try to insinuate that Zeke is a predator, but in my opinion, he's just a weirdo. Once you see the Mikoto art, you can't unsee it. Zeke did say that he thought the characters were aged up.
Is this nigga serious?
Yeah, we should talk about the response video now.
I had liked, retweeted, and commented on on that art that he showed because I was under the impression it was drawn aged up. I had seen these artists say these artworks have been aged up, so I just took it as their word. I had trusted their word from these artists.
Nigga, what? I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound any better. So what a lot of these people would do to justify them yanking their chain to underage fictional characters is aging them up so that nobody would look at them weirdly when they say, I'm yanking my chain to Nezuko art. In my opinion, it's still goddamn weird. If you gotta age up a character to rationalize you yanking your chain off to them, maybe you just shouldn't yank your chain to them. Maybe that's just the logical solution. But I don't know, I'm not a gooner. I don't know how gooners think.
Anytime I got a new follower on that account, I would review. I reviewed every new follower with the intent to remove them if they were underage, and thankfully, I never had to follow through with that.
The account was public, so you didn't need to, be followed to see it. It's kind of like the Dab H Dude situation. Like, okay, you may have privated it, but you should have done that ages ago. In my opinion, I think it's totally irresponsible to have an NSFW account public when you're known for having a child audience. And this goes for Dab and Zeke.
Regarding the claims that I used others in the SML community to build up my own ego, that is false. I have gone on record several times that my past with SML is just that, the past. I should have handled not getting the position with SML better, I know that. I was upset, but it was mainly because of the lack of communication.
You know what I like about this part? He outright admits that he fucked up, and I respect that.
Behalf. However, I did not associate myself with that fanbase to groom anyone like he's claiming, nor so that I could get glazed up by anyone in the review community.
Okay, what? First of all, to my knowledge, Darkrai never made this claim, like not once in the video. It seems like Zeke doesn't understand what the word grooming means, because Darkrai never said this.
People wanted to learn about SML, my interactions with it, my previous stay with SML, everything like that, so I talked about it.
Yeah, bro, you really did talk about it. You talked about it really good, too.
Out of kind of giving the deets behind it, I guess. So apparently what happened was Lavelle smokes weed.
Wow.
Same as another cast member.
Pablo.
No, not Pablo.
I'm joking. Should I guess?
Who else is there?
There's Pablo, there's Lavelle, there's Logan, there's Lance. And Elena.
Also, Elena.
This nigga serious?
Is it Elena?
Yeah, so what happened was...
I think, actually.
So what happened was Elena called the cops on Lavelle. Because apparently Lavelle got into Logan's face. Like, this disagreement went so far.
Oh, we're back on the argument. Yeah, okay. Lavelle and apparently Elena now smoke weed or whatever.
Yeah, but apparently Elena doesn't really do it that much. Like, it's more like inconsequential. Like, like however you say that word.
Inconsequential?
That's it.
That's the word.
If you haven't noticed, I'm really terrible at saying words.
The comment that my audience is full of kids is incorrect. According to my own demographics, less than 2% at the time of recording of them are under the age of 18.
I don't know where he got these stats from, so I'm not gonna rag on Zeke too hard here. He probably didn't know this, or he's probably too old to, no offense. But most YouTube demographics, or demographics in general online, aren't true. Nobody's really telling the truth or their real age on here, be for real. Like, for example, YouTube says 100% of my audience in the last 28 days are 35 to 44-year-olds. Do I think this is true? No! Do you really think that 35 to 44-year-olds are sitting down here watching me talk about the Xbox Series X? No!
I do not share any not safe for work posts to my community, like he says. In any server that I was a part of, I did have not safe for work, due to my audience mainly being of age. This was so those that didn't want to see the stuff wouldn't have to see it in the general public areas. I had these channels flagged as 18 plus, so there's no confusion on who should or shouldn't be there. I also made sure everyone who was in there was of age.
Why would you screenshot this? You really, why? This isn't the fucking hurrah moment that you thought it was. This doesn't help you at all. And matter of fact, it kind of hurts your argument even worse.
Someone had lied about their age. This was a wake-up call.
Wow, really? Who would have guessed? A part of me hates putting Zeke in a video about the SML community because, well, Zeke isn't in the SML community anymore. But Jesus Christ, was this response video just bad? Sure, he apologized, but the part where he started talking about the NSFW stuff and all that, just terrible. It even got to the point where he was even pointing himself out for being irresponsible. Cause shocker, asking somebody if they're over 18 isn't concrete proof that they're 18. Altogether, I just wish the best for Zeke. He seems like a good guy. Even though he's a gooner, at least he apologized unlike a certain someone. Old SML fans are famously hated. Nobody really likes these people too much. And I'm not talking about the normal old fans, I'm talking about the entitled ones. I'm not the type to die on a hill for current SML. Like, literally the only way I watch modern SML videos anymore is if Quaymax is reacting to it. And I usually don't get on the fence about SML videos anymore because, well, I don't really give a fuck. The reason why I don't like old SML fans that much is because they're basically giant fucking pricks. I guess they're under the impression that they know more and they know what's better for Logan's channel more than Logan does. Like that stupid Axe Jeffy hashtag that was going around back in 2018 to 2017. That went fucking backwards, what the fuck? And it obviously wasn't going anywhere because Logan wasn't listening. Jeffy was making Logan a stupid amount of money and still is now. And when he really started popping off with millions of views per video, it became like a waterfall of money. So why would he ever cut that off? If you had a chance to make millions of dollars per month by just using the same character over and over and over and over again, why would you think that the logical thing to do is A, stop using a character because a small subsection of your fan base says to stop, or B, keep going because a huge majority of your fan base says to keep going, and you're making a shit ton of money by doing that too. Yeah, I don't blame Logan for choosing the latter option. Not to mention the SML critic community was such a small subsection of the fandom, they barely even had a voice at the time. And on top of that, most of them were trying to convince Logan to go to the option that will make him less money. But he had to, he was getting demonetized and losing money. Let's be so deadass, Logan still had a lot of money left over. Like come on, this nigga was buying a new Lambo basically every single week. I'm pretty sure he was more worried that he didn't have a constant stream of income coming in ever since the demonetization. But again, that is pretty stupid because he still had enough money to retire himself, his parents, and his children if he really wanted to. To put this whole section together, old SML fans are mostly just assholes who complain 24/7, and I'm so tired of hearing them. They constantly hit the pog face whenever they see a reference or a clip of an old character on screen. It's like dangling keys in front of a baby. Logan! The old SML fans are unhappy with us again!
Wait, what? Nigga, when did we ever care what they thought?
Logan, we gotta do something.
Fine. Just throw Shrek in a video. That'll keep them happy for a couple of weeks.
A few moments later.
No.
Oh my god, it's Shrek! Oh my gosh, guys, look, it's Shrek! It's Shrek! The Darkrai vs. Dabbage Dude situation was a pretty minuscule one that happened 4 years ago. Damn! 4 years ago? That felt like 2 or 3. Okay, getting old. This is when public opinion kind of shifted on Dabbage Dude, including for me. I used to kind of like Dab. I was a little bit of a fan. I even tried to jack the SML critic persona at some point because of him.
Deep on what ruined SML this year. Like I said, this year of SML was boring. Most of the videos were just haha funny cough jokes, and when they weren't, they were just trash filler-filled videos.
But my opinion changed by one video. A single video that will go down in my books is probably one of the best rants I've ever seen in my life. The Dab H Dude rant. This video just oozes everything out of a good hit piece video. I'ma be on dick for a while, I admit it, but the pacing, jokes, and points were probably the best things I've ever seen come out of a rant video to this day. Darkrai pointed out almost everything wrong with Dab, to his lazy content style, to his hypocrisy, to his lackluster form of criticism, his complete negligence, and almost everything was perfect. But then Dab H Dude responded a month later. He mostly talked about David Plex, a person I don't give a fuck about, but let's be for real, most people came here for the Darkrai response. And wow, I gotta say, this response is pretty fucking ass. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, man, this is some fucking shit. This is fucking ass. Let's go to my first complaint. The 13-year-old for dating advice thing. This was something that obviously Dab H Dude wanted to get out the way immediately, and wow, this is annoying and completely useless. Basically, this entire part of the video is basically Dab just saying, I didn't know he was a minor. I didn't know. This is like a fucking he said, she said thing, cause well, the used to be minor said that Dab H Dude did know his age. But Dab H Dude is now saying that he didn't know his age. Still, nonetheless, whatever. Since there's not, to my knowledge, any screenshots, I don't really know who's telling the truth here. And nobody knows who's telling the truth here. It's a he said, she said. Oh wait, more info. I'm gonna let you make your own opinion on this one. Then he goes on, wasting more time, blabbing about how hard it is to understand people's emotions. Like, nigga, I don't care! Keep the video going!
About dating advice. So there are a couple problems with this whole claim. First of all, this relies on the why aren't you psychic line of thinking. As in, I can't believe you couldn't automatically tell that they were 13. As well as, I can't believe you couldn't instantly tell they were nervous talking to you. That's the thing. While I'll go over a bit more, the entire argument kinda falls apart the moment one or both of those are thrown out the window. So, for the record, no, I didn't know that the person was 13, and I didn't receive any hints or indicators that was the case. And furthermore, I received no indication throughout our entire conversation that he was in any way nervous or weirded out. For me, of course, this is a problem. I already have trouble understanding people's emotions, especially over text, and I have a problem with second-guessing myself sometimes, and otherwise thinking that I've upset people when I haven't. So receiving no indication, only to find out way down the road that they were super nervous, isn't helpful. But yeah, point is, this point isn't true and is stupid on its own.
That's a pretty bold claim to make when you say this in your editor's note. I'm just saying. Not gonna lie, you probably should have cut that one out.
Darkrai talks about how I actually must secretly hate trans people or something because of stuff I said a few years ago. He even mockingly says that whole "it happened a few years ago" thing, probably hoping that because he said it first, I suddenly won't be able to use it as an actual argument, cause that's how that works, I guess. If you say the argument in a mocking tone before your opponent does, they just can't use it anymore. So hey, I've got something to say. 2017 dub and 2021 dub aren't the same person. Hell, the beginning of 2020 dub and the end of 2020 dub aren't the same person.
Yo, it's editing Kamani over here. So after seeing that whole clip, I'm just trying to clarify what Dab was trying to say here, because I don't think I addressed it properly in the script, in this part of the script, and I still want to keep this little clip inside the video too, so I'm just not going to let it go to waste and try to explain what I'm trying to say here. So basically what Dab was trying to do was cover up his tracks and say that late 2020 and early 2020 dub are not the same person. And he also said that late 2017 dub and him now are not the same person either. There's a reason why he changed that mid-script, because he knows he said other things like that in 2020. He said other transphobic and misogynistic stuff all the way back in early to mid 2020. And if I'm not wrong, if I'm following the script to a T, which I'm pretty sure I did some good research on my script, the last time that he said this was like 8 months before he posted this video. So it was not a long time ago. It was not 2017. It's not whatever he's trying to say here. And this fucking take is stupid. Things I said in 2017? No, Dab. Things you said on March 26, 2020. Literally 8 months. Did I say 8 months? Literally 8 months ago from this video being posted. Did you even watch the video? Actually, Dab, there's multiple clips of you saying some crazy shit in the same year. Holy shit, how do you say that and edit a video where you say that and then leave it in? Hell, some of these tweets were made in July. What are you even yapping about? You're stupid. The thing is, Dab, nobody really saw an improvement from you. You said you've quote-unquote changed, but nobody knew you did. On Twitter, you seem to have the same mindset as 2017, Dab. That's just what I'm saying. And on top of that, with no apology video, and to my knowledge, no apology tweets, how the hell is anyone supposed to know that you fucking changed? Get this bullshit out of here, nigga. It's almost if you said, I'm sorry, or I'm in the wrong, or made an apology video, more people would, think that you've changed. But you did it. So now everyone thinks that you're a homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic asshole. Isn't this obvious?
17? Do you think he'll come back to his video in 2 or 3 years and think, man, I was spot on with that?
Do you think that Dab H dude will come back to this video and say, man, I was totally on the money with that one? Oh wait, never mind. It literally took him the same amount of time to realize how dog shit this segment was.
Oh, also, apparently I'm a coward for having a neutral opinion on the subject as a whole. I mean, I could make an entire video on what I think of it, but nah, honestly, I said my bit. If he doesn't like the fact that I had the audacity to have a neutral opinion on something, well, that's his problem.
Yeah, honestly, I said my bit. My nigga really thought he fucking ate. I know exactly what scene of Dark Ray's video he's talking about, and he isn't completely wrong. He just had a neutral stance on it, but it still felt like he was being a bitch, cause obviously he has something to say about trans people, but he just won't say it. Then this nigga goes on to talk about Mr. Enter. Fuck, nigga, please throw the whole script away. Fuck, man. Man, just throw the whole goddamn script away, cause who wrote this? Who the hell cares about Mr. Enter? What does this have to do with anything?
Also, did you notice how he never actually replied to the point at hand? Like how calling people a pedo is wrong? He completely avoided the topic, probably because his only excuse for himself would be, but dude, it's like mad funny.
Not gonna lie, Dark Ray is being a dick. I don't think going around calling Dab H Dude a predator is funny or cool in any way, even if it was a fucking parody or a funny joke. Honestly, I feel bad. I don't think that should happen to anybody, and I understand.
Next up, there's a giant segment where he discusses the impersonation accounts. So, clearly he finally understood that what he was doing was wrong, and oh wait, this is Dark Ray, so of course he didn't.
That's pretty ironic.
What the hell am I even doing with my life? My mom was right, dude. I am a fucking bum.
I mean, at least you were right about one thing.
Dab, you were in your early 20s in this video. You were in your early 20s critiquing a 25-year-old man playing with dolls as your YouTube career. And not only that, you talk to yourself constantly while playing Gmod. And on top of that, you made your corn addiction known for everybody to see it. You are a walking, talking definition of a bum, unfortunately.
Oh hey, wait a second. Didn't you talk earlier in the video about how terrible I was for all those mean things I said literal years ago? When I too was a teenager?
Dab, you were 21, not a teen.
Actually, speaking of which...
Oh no. Aren't they like 12?
It's the maniac! Take him away! Take him away!
Calm down, son. It's just a drawing, not the real thing. You understand?
Yeah,
Okay.
Horrible!
Holy crap. How? There is no way. You gotta be fucking with me, right? I'm convinced that you intentionally missed the point that Dark Ray was trying to make. It doesn't matter if it's a fucking drawing, you goofball. It matters when you retweet it and share it to your underage audience. And again, I don't care if it was an 18+ account. You are a creator known for having an audience where kids reside. Editing Kamani, can you, look at this screenshot at 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 38 seconds. I'm on that part of the doc. Let's get back to the character. Yeah, that's definitely gonna keep those minors away from seeing your page, Dab. You really did a great job there. That nice little 18 plus text and 18 plus emojis just really gonna fucking keep those minors away, man.
And guess what? It worked. Because this man made a 26-minute long response video.
Alright, I gotta leave, okay?
John, we just started. Come on, man.
Listen, there's a lot to see in this life. Not wasting it here.
There's a lot to see in this life, like me beating off to underage lolly girls. But not this. I'm not spending it here.
Hello there, guys. It's Map Dominus, and today I'm going to be talking about the Darkrai video or the Darkrai video.
Oh, that's a young Math Dominus. I don't really hate Math Dominus. I don't have like some sort of hate boner for him. He's cool.
The Darkrai or the Darkrai video. This video just sucks. Majority of this video isn't even real criticism. He's just making fun of WH Dude from his content to his appearance to the taste in porn. And because of that, his video is fairly easy to debunk.
Quick little editor's note real quick. In the clip that I just showed, it seems like Math was trying to paint Darkrai in a bad light for criticizing WH Dude on his content style. I don't know, that's just such a weird criticism to make, cause, well, I mean, sure, you could say that Darkray's criticism was in bad faith, but we've also seen WH Dude do a lot of other criticisms that were also in bad faith too. Like, if I were to bring up the Nintendo situation, which, and if I'm not being misinformed here, Nintendo was a child when he was being criticized by Dab? What the heck? Like, this is so weird. Math, did we watch the same video? His criticisms were pretty good and had some things that really needed to be put into question. And if you think that his criticisms are bad, then I don't even know how you're able to stomach Dab's critiques, especially his past critiques too. Yada 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 yada. He goes back to talk about Nintendo. I'm 99% sure that Nintendo was a kid when everyone was dogging on him. So yeah, they're talking shit about a kid making SML animations. There's not much to really talk about here.
Have you actually seen Nintendo's content? There's a reason people are criticizing it. Second, at worst, WH Dude is just being harsh on Nintendo with his criticism. He's not exactly making fun of them. And also, by your logic, aren't you doing the same thing? Like, literally, Darkrai, let me get this straight. Your critique on WH Dude is that he's making fun of someone, and your logic is to make fun of him? Big brain moment right there.
Math, Nintendo was 15. WH Dude was 21. I think he'll live.
He's making fun of the fact that WH Dude is posting child porn on his Twitter. Well, first of all, it's not his main Twitter account. It's his second account where he posts that SMW stuff. Second, it's not even child porn. Yes, the original characters that are from the source material may be children, but like, these are obviously grown-up versions of those characters. They're literally grown-up versions of the characters. How can you call it child porn if the characters in the art that's depicted are grown-up versions? Alright? They're literally adults. How is that child porn? You're a meant to be for adults only. And you decide to go in there anyways. And you get offended that he's posting porn, even though the Twitter account literally warns you that that is what he's posting? Bruh, if you're not old enough to watch porn, don't fucking critique it.
Game, what? Nigga, who even says stuff like that? If I'm not old enough to look at it, don't critique it. Gang, if you're into some weird stuff, I'm gonna just say this right off the bat. If you're into weird activities, I think I should be able to exercise my First Amendment right to say that it's weird. I don't care what you say. If I see something weird, I'm gonna say it's weird. That's it.
And when people tell you that there's porn, there's porn. Don't be surprised when there's porn.
No way! People were offended that he was reposting corn on a public account when he has a fan base full of kids? What? Like, be so for real. Do you think that his fan base full of children is going to follow and listen to what his account says? The easier solution is to just not have an NSFW account, or make it private from the beginning.
And the final thing that I wanted to say is just the whole argument against WH Dude. It's not really just his argument, but in general, most WH Dude haters seem to hate the fact that WH Dude just makes his content around SML. Most of the things that I hear are, he's obsessed with Super Mario Logan. Oh my god, stop making fun of Super Mario Logan. You're a grown man, get a job, or something like that.
I can't really use this point on myself, I'm not really mad that Dabbage Dude is making videos on SML like that. I'm more mad at the fact that he makes lazy, sloppy videos that are borderline copyright infringement and all around lazy, and he's mostly just an annoying content creator.
For no reason other than it's funny, but it's not funny at all. And the worst part about this is that people are taking it seriously. No, really, go into the comment section of that video. There are just a lot of people saying, oh my god, Dub is a bad person. Oh my god, I should unsubscribe, and you know, stuff like that. And the fact is, it's kinda sad, really. If it sounds smart, people will believe anything. But hopefully this video will clear things up a bit, or at the very least discredit the entire video entirely, because that whole video was awful.
Says the person who got on Dab's video to support his claims. Dab's videos, and this video specifically, are the personification of if it sounds smart, people will believe anything. Dab throughout this entire video has been using convenient half-truths to support his claims. He was completely stripping the video of its context and skipping over huge plot points to keep it short. He was filtering the entire video to make it seem bare bones, to make Dark Ray's video seem as flimsy and unsupportive as possible. And yes, I took that straight out of Metal Gear Solid 2 because it was too goddamn similar to not.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
This video is just all around silly. It completely stripped what made everything good in Dark Ray's video to support Dab's own claims. Okay, I'm done with this situation. Let's just go on. I'm sorry if I sound hella tired. It's just, the script is 39 pages long, and I've been doing this for over a month. I've been writing this script for a month straight. Let's just fucking talk about the big guy in charge already. Let's get the fuck over with. Let's get it over with.
Will work. Yeah, right. Stop lying to us. You are a liar and filled with nothing but greed. Or don't remember, let me tell you the basics of this concept. Old money is comprised of the people who have had wealth for a while and they know how to spend it well. Wealth is just normal to them. New money is comprised of people who have just gained a lot of wealth, usually all at once or within a very short period, at least monetarily speaking, like within a couple years seeing massive monetary growth. Examples include stuff like winning the lottery, getting a large inheritance, or in this case, the sudden and rapid growth and thereby large increase in revenue of a YouTube channel.
And overall, my thoughts on Logan now, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Logan 30acre. I never really talked about him as a person. I only talked about his horrible writing and other stupid stuff that I didn't really care about. Logan's writing hasn't gotten any better, and I've just completely given up there. And there's not much to really talk about in his videos, because, well, his videos are more or less the same as they used to be. Bad. Honestly, I think it got a little bit worse. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't hate Logan. I don't have this hate boner that the rest of the community has for him. But I do admit, this nigga does some stupid shit sometimes. It seems like his writing has gotten 10 times worse since the last time I've talked about him. He's written himself in a corner a couple times in videos. There's some points where he'd even artificially stretch out the video to reach 10 minutes long. It got to the point where he doesn't even hide it anymore, and he's just basically admitting to half-assing shit to make his bare minimum. It's getting pretty depressing now. Videos are all around boring, there's no unique characters, and whenever we do get a unique character, it's either one-offs or just characters nobody wants to see anymore. Not to mention, character interactions have just reached an all-time low. Go figure, having the same characters interact for, 10 years straight does that. Not to mention that Logan has just mentally checked out of his community a long time ago. And I'm gonna say 2017 to 2020, Logan completely checked out of the critique community. And can you really blame him? Out of the 3 main figureheads of the community right now, 2 of them have been exposed for being predators, and the other one is a goddamn 25-year-old man who's known for having a corn addiction. Honestly, not the best people you want to be associated with. But because Logan constantly tunes out his community, he starts making shitty decisions. Like that one time, people were trying to tell him to take a break and stop posting so frequently, so he made a 13-minute long video talking about why he wouldn't do that. And some parts I do agree with Logan. I do agree that a lot of people just don't like Logan. Like hell, there's this whole video made by MPK Reviews, I think that's his name. That might be the wrong person, don't fucking at me, yo, it's relaxed. But somebody made a top 10 mojo list on why they don't like Logan. Literally a whole fucking list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm about to be like, what the fuck? Also, as like a little side note, what's up with this fucking goofy shit? Why does everyone in this community unlist videos when they know they messed up? It's so fucking annoying. Like, I promise you, this video was going to be a lot longer if some people just stood on business and stopped unlisting their videos. I had like 2 other people planned to be in this video because I just didn't like them. But then they unlisted the videos that I had a problem with. So now I can't make a video about them anymore because I have no screenshots or clips of those videos anymore. This is why this video has been taking so long. The script has been rewritten multiple times. Like, come on, man. Give me that content and stand on business. The SML community as a whole is just a bunch of little kids. Most of them are just 10 to 14. But some of them are even grown men. Honestly, if you ask me, if you're over the age of 20 critiquing SML, you kind of deserve to be looked at weirdly. Except for you, Quaymax. What the fuck? And as the SML community got older, the same old figures of the community stayed. Well, granted, most of them aren't, centered around SML anymore. They're just mostly known for SML. It isn't a bad thing, it's just how it is. Like, do you think niggas outside of the SML community genuinely care about people like Dab H Dude or David Plex? No! Fuck it, barely anyone inside of the community cares about these niggas. Sometimes it feels like these people are trapped in like a time chamber or something, cause the same people like Nostalgia Egg and Luigi Channel 50 and David Plex and Puddle of Pizza, almost half of these people have been beefing with David Plex for 6 years. Are you fucking for real? And I'm pretty sure half of these niggas are in their early to mid 20s. Like Puddle of Pizza is 25 years old apparently, and he's been beefing with David Plex for 6 years. If I'm not wrong, that means 24% of this guy's life has included him beefing with a random black dude on the fucking internet. What the fuck? Like, okay, man, I'm pretty sure he's a pretty reprehensible person. I'm pretty sure there's a reason why a whole bunch of you guys don't like David Plex. But I'm not losing sleep over him. Let alone 6 years of beefing with him? With a random black nigga on the internet. But yet again, those are past figures in the community. I don't really care about them. Most of them don't even make SML videos anymore. Well, except for Dab. I guess some things just never change, don't they, Dab? Not to mention how much this community has been filled with people just trying to get a quick check. This community has been proven to be so lucrative to the point where Logan, the creator of SML, sent a cease and desist to an SML gaming channel so he can start his own SML gaming channel. What the fuck? The SML content farm and parody business is so lucrative and makes hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. Here's Johnny, here's Marvin, SML YTPs, SML Theory, Jeffy Theory. This form of content creation is the new moneymaker for people. And it's proven every time they goddamn post. These things go fucking bananas in views. SML is looking more and more like a product every single day. To the point where people even question if the literal creator of the channel actually cares about the series. The whole community is just a nothing burger now. There's no interesting creators anymore, there's a whole bunch of content farms now, and SML is just looking more and more like a product every single day, like I said. Which kind of sucks, This used to be like an actual huge passion project for somebody, but now it's been turned into a money-making massive corporation where even only the fans see dollar signs in the community anymore. Like, I'm not the type of nigga to start shitting my pants when I see fucking Logan selling merch and shit. I really don't care. But it got to the point where SML content farms are making more money than I'll probably even see in my life. And that shit pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey guys, today is the day that I have to delete the SML channel. You know, the channel with 9,630,000 subscribers. That is an insane amount of subscribers. When I made this channel when I was 13 years old, I never thought this channel would ever get this big. Like, I never thought it would impact this many people. I didn't think this many people would watch it. I didn't think this many people would care about it. It was just stuffed animals being shaken with random voices. I still can't believe it's this big. But you know, sadly today we have to delete this channel, and I'm gonna screen record me doing it. You know, because I've never deleted a YouTube channel before, so this is gonna be my first time, you know, doing it. So you get to go on the journey with me of deleting, you know, the biggest part of my life. You know, this channel we uploaded on it from 2007 till 2018, and then I got demonetized by YouTube. I was on Good Morning America for being inappropriate, and then we had to move to my second channel, then my third channel. Now we're on our fourth channel. Go subscribe now, and I look like.
The SML community is dead. It's been dead for a long time. Out of the 3 major figureheads of the community, 2 are gone. The fans that actually really cared about the series left. And altogether, I just want to say, we're growing up. I even see myself growing out of this series, even though how much I love rewatching old SML videos. There's only so many times I can rewatch the same video over and over and over and over again. It seems like Logan lost the plot, and so did everyone else. There's nobody here to listen, there's nobody here to take in your criticism, and altogether, SML isn't going to get better. That's kind of negative. Maybe I should say, fuck. SML is probably never gonna get better. How about that? I just think it's time to give up, bro. Dabbage Dude is 25 years old, and he's been making SML-centered content for 9 years. That is 36% of his life of putting his input out and basically begging for Logan to hear him. But if we've seen anything from the past 9 years, he won't listen. Logan gave up on his content a while ago. He gave up on his community a long time ago. Any criticism that comes out will be unconsidered and disregarded. And for me, I think this is like my last SML video entirely. What else is there really to talk about? I already talked about the history, I already talked about the content quality, and now I'm talking about the community. I think that's it. There's not really much to talk about. I don't hate Dab, and I don't hate Zeke. I don't hate Logan or any other person that I miscellaneously mentioned in this video. Besides Rants and the SMR, I fucking hate those guys. Dad may be a weirdo, but he isn't a predator. He just makes lazy videos, and there's not much I could do about that. Zeke may also be a weirdo, and a very questionable one too, but I still think he's a good person. And then there's Logan. At first, it came with a lot of coming to terms with Logan. Reasonably, I was upset, not gonna lie. I was upset how much this nigga was fumbling the bag. But honestly, I got over being upset of him fumbling. That's just what it is. YouTube isn't his main priority anymore, and I understand that he probably won't listen. I want other SML content creators to understand that it's okay to be upset about the current state of SML. It's not a bad thing to be upset. I'm not making fun of Dabbage Dude for being upset either. It's not a bad thing to be upset about SML. It's when it starts getting parasocial and overly upset and you start screaming and raging at Logan, that's when I'm like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? But on the other hand, it's time to move on, yo. It's been several years of wishful thinking. At this point, do you really think it's gonna change? In my opinion, I think the SML community died this year. Because the only people really keeping this fandom alive anymore are parodies, content farms, and all around content specifically made to make profit. And on top of that, the creator of the series has a lot more important things going on in his life that aren't centered around SML. And I feel that a lot of SML fans just gotta understand that. The old Logan is gone, and that isn't a bad thing. He grew up. Most fans grew up. And the only thing really remaining of the channel is a husk or a corpse or whatever the fuck you want to call it of what it used to be. And that isn't a bad thing. Things change. And I have to understand that SML isn't centered towards me anymore. It's not in my age group. I don't gotta be a fucking 25-year-old man who's addicted to corn. I'm not letting that go. I don't have to be a 25-year-old man still reviewing and still critiquing SML. I don't. I miss the idea of SML, and I miss the old vibe of SML. But unfortunately, I just have to come to terms that that old vibe and that old idea has changed. And Logan has changed. And be for real, did you not think SML was gonna change eventually? I mean, I didn't think it was gonna change this drastically, but still, I still thought it was gonna change. And I was right. It changed. Fuck, I'm tired. Let's get the fuck out of here. Roll the edit, roll the credit. I don't fucking know. I'm done. I've been standing in front of this shit for 2 hours straight. Not even 2, 4. I'm done. Tired of recording this goddamn video.
Hello, this is Super Mario Logan, and we don't need the plush doll, okay? Because I am Super Mario Logan as me in real life. Me at the moment. This is me, the real me, not the plush me. And I'm chewing gum, not the plush me, the actual human me. And the reason I'm showing myself after long years of not showing myself is because I hit 20,000 subscribers.
Mama Luigi! Yeah!
And I'm looking at Precious right now because she's on my bed. I'll show you later. Yeah, I hit 20,000 subscribers on Monday, and it is now Friday.
It's D. You know what that D stands for.
And it's taken me a while to upload this video, and I know a lot of people are gonna like kill me and just want to punch me in the face.
Stop lying to us. You are a liar and filled with nothing but greed.
But here it is. Punch the screen. Full screen this video and punch me as much as you want.
I would want to turn to is a cock. At least a big cock. At least that way, if I'm a big cock, I have something that I never had before.
Okay, so I really don't know. I'm not good with thank yous. I'm not good with saying thank you to people. Like when I have to go tell someone like thanks or something, I'm not good at it. So I don't know what to say at the moment.
Man said I can only get water, but I'm about to give me some fresh douches.
Except for thank you for 20,000 subscribers because it's like 20,000. 20,000? Yeah. Chewing gum. It's this new Stride stuff. Mystery Flat. You should get it now. Buy it now.
Wait, really? Catch.
Uh-oh.
Anybody seen the cue ball?
What? Wow. Okay. Wait, hold on a sec.
I'm not sponsoring them, just let you know. Okay, let's get back to the video. So yeah, 20,000 subscribers, thank you. I do not know who the 20,000 subscriber was. I really don't know who it was, but I'm just gonna thank everyone. I don't think there needs to be a specific guy who did it.
I know something that'll definitely grab attention, bro. All you need to do, hire me for the services. You can be out here selling lemonade, 25 cents. Have me in like a real like skimpy outfit. I can even just pick it from Victoria's Secret. Just start throwing it back. Have city girls in the background. What's her name? Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. Just throwing it, bro. Left cheek, boom. Right cheek, boom. Just alternate, bro. Cheeks.
So yeah, thank all of the people who subscribed. I'm at 20,600 right now. That's amazing.
The door hit you on the way out.
Oh, guys.
10 minutes, bro. Junior, what the hell are you doing? Come here. Junior, what the hell is wrong with you? Why would you hang yourself?
Like huge. So yeah, now it's time for the other news. Once again, thank you for 20,000 subscribers.
Hey guys, welcome back to Constructive Criticism with Dub H Dude. Today we're talking about Nintendo. Nintendo, you're a faggot that doesn't know how to draw. And if you can't accept that, you just can't accept criticism.
Now it's time for the other news. Okay, hold on, let me try to think.
You wanna pet my turtle?
No, bro, I don't wanna touch your hanging nuts, bro. Leave the stage, goofball. Bozo. They're to myself.
You wanna smell it? You wanna touch my bone?
That's sexual harassment.
You sure you don't wanna just poke it?
Oh yeah, I started spring break tonight.
Oh man, you are so amazing. I didn't even know you were vocal.
Bro, this man Toad is a dick rider, bro. He's riding cock. The song was like the song was so bad I can't even put into words, bro. It took my breath away. And not even a good. And Toad over here just riding his grind and his meat just just doing all of this. I don't know.
Yeah, all next week I have off of school, so there's gonna be non-stop videos next week, so just stay tuned for non-stop videos.
It all started when we were in a group chat together. We were talking about how much we loved Jeffy and hated WH. We were plotting his downfall. When someone named King Shredder joined the Discord, it was Lavelle. He said, okay, this WH guy has become a huge problem to our operation. We've been gang stalking him for months, but that doesn't seem to be cutting it anymore. We need to take him out, clean shot. That's when Night Miner said, I'm literally 12. Shut the fuck up, Night Miner. We need real ideas. Why don't we make a parody account to defame him and spread misinformation? That's when Lavelle started stroking his—
I'm tired of making promises and them not coming true because things always happen. So, starting now, all the promises will be made. All next week, new videos. I got Mixed Studios doing effects on Sunday, and we should have like a lot of videos up next week.
I don't know. It just says it on my birth certificate, dude.
What? Alright, what are you gonna sing for us?
Oh, I'm gonna sing Hit the Quad.
Okay, get started.
Please watch church, got the feeling my shop. Throw a flag on the plate, make somebody get the rep. Go, blah, 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 blah. Make somebody get some help. Pull it up on the block. Shit.
That was trash. Garbage. Do.
That red light on the camera's annoying me, just pointing that out. And yeah, so all next week, new videos, so waste your life, come on the computer all next week and watch my videos because I have no school all week next week. So yeah, starting Monday, new videos, okay?
Look, is that a Pokeball? Yeah, that's a Pokeball. The reason I drew it like that is because you look like a Pokemon.